episode 35 of Thinking Outside the Pod. For this episode, I will be the host. My name is Jimmy, and I'm joined by...
Me, Patrick. Hello, everybody. Y'all don't have to answer. I don't care.
He just knows how you're doing.
I know.
It's good. You're
and I
doing good.
want to know these people.
Oh, well, speaking of our audience...
Speaking of people...
Oh, man. Speaking of people, awesome segue. Good job, me. But on Twitter, we hit our 1,000 followers.
1,000 followers on Twitter.
Yeah, so thank you all for doing that. And
follow us forever.
Yeah, that's really awesome. I don't know how many of y'all are actually listeners, but if you are, that's even better.
Yes, I love listeners.
But yeah, Twitter...
you know who else I love?
Who?
Michael Crabtree.
Oh, man. Yeah, I should preface this before we get into the episode. We're in the middle of our Final Fantasy week, right? Or I guess, the middle
Fantasy
of
football.
What did I say?
Final Fantasy.
Oh, man. Is this not Final Fantasy?
No. You joined the wrong game. I joined the wrong game.
I tried to draft a wizard playing against ogres. Fantasy football, and we're watching the San Francisco-Denver game right now. Yep. Streaming on my tablet.
I've got Michael Crabtree on the bench, though.
I am probably going to lose my first time this whole season.
I hope not. I don't lose to hardballs.
I know. I think he's like in 5th or 6th place in the league. I'm in 1st, so it'd be sad, but I guess it had to happen at some point. But
I'm sad for you, Jimmy.
I'm not completely dead in the water right now. I still have a possibility of winning. Just a lot of things have to go right for me and wrong for him.
Me too. Freaking flip-flopping Izzy had one of his worst weeks ever this week, and I got 2 points from 3 starters that I started. 3 people I started.
Well, my bench has gotten more points. I made a terrible decision. My bench has gotten more points than my starters. So that sucks. But, well, maybe I'll know better next week, or I'll choose better next week. I don't know. But periodically, we're going to double-check into the game.
Yeah, so if you hear one of us cheer, you will know why.
Yeah.
But back to our topic.
So Twitter, I mean, it's... I never was into Twitter before the podcast, but for the podcast, I mean, it's an awesome. You have become a Twitter
whore, Jimmy.
But I don't tweet much.
I know. I just follow everybody and their sisters.
Well, I follow podcasts. Like if there's any podcasts out there, even just beginner ones or people that are established, I follow them, and they're all in the same boat as us. So they follow back. So it's a good, awesome community to be in. And yeah, 1,000 followers.
So we got to start listening to these 1,000 people's podcasts.
Yeah, we have homework.
Well, I mean, you know what? Maybe we could do something like, check out a couple of them, and we do like one. Throw them a little shout out on the air.
Well, yeah, I think that's a good marketing thing. Is audience sharing or something like that. There's probably a better word for it.
Like time sharing your audience.
Exactly. You pay a little bit, and you get to use their audience for a week.
You should pay us, guys. We're gonna plug you in our show.
But yeah, so that'd be something to do. I mean, and Twitter is how we've got a couple of our guests, Mark Selzer and then Jack Thomas Smith.
Mark Selzer was the comedian actor / musician from California.
Yeah, out in Hollywood.
And
and Jack Thomas Smith, director out of New Jersey.
Infliction.
Yeah, Infliction.
From the East Coast, so we're spanning the whole nation here, you guys.
Yeah, and speaking of that, if any of y'all have a project coming up or that's out, and you want to be a guest on a podcast,
tweet at us.
Yeah, tweet at us. Check us out on Facebook, or our website, thinkingoutsidethepod.com.
Hit us up somehow.
Yeah, just get in contact with us, because,
but the force or mind meld, because I can't do any of that stuff.
I can.
Really?
Yeah.
What am I thinking right now?
Well, that's illegal, man.
No, what?
Whoa.
Jimmy, it's like you're inside my head.
You can't do that to puppies, man. That's wrong. Oh,
no,
gosh,
I don't
you're terrible.
do that to puppies.
You just thought of it, I'm just saying.
No.
But yeah, speaking of Twitter, we kind of had an idea for kind of a segment, working title, trending on Twitter or something like that, or trending topics.
We might come up with a better name, but that's the general idea.
Yeah. So what I did a couple days ago, I checked on Twitter and looked at the worldwide trends or the trending hashtags, and I found a couple of them that are pretty funny and kind of have to do with some news stories that are going on. But the first one I want to talk about is hashtag my love life in 3 words. So
give me some of the things you would write with your love life in 3 words.
well, I like the
no, not from our list. We're gonna go through our list as
but
well.
I made this list, so
I know. That's what I'm asking. Like to name about
whenever
your love life
I
in
was
3
thinking
words.
whenever I was thinking of it, I thought of the Ron Swanson thing from Parks and Rec, where it's epic and private. In an episode, he was at a doctor, and he really
is this?
Ron Swanson.
The guy who makes the trade dinners, Swanson.
No. Have you ever seen Parks and Rec?
Uh-uh.
Oh, come on. It's on Netflix. You definitely need to watch it.
Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec with, dang it, I just forgot her name. But Ron Swanson, he's like a real, like, manly guy, and he, like, hunts and stuff like that. And he doesn't like giving his personal information out, so he goes to a doctor, and they're filling out the questionnaire, and it's like, what's your sexual history? And he's like, epic and private.
Oh.
So that's a pretty funny one.
That's a good one.
But, I mean, the other ones are pretty good that I found.
Well, yeah, back to yours, though.
I don't know.
Come on, Mr. Swanson.
I don't know.
We'll think about it. We'll come back to it.
I don't know. But a gaming Twitter came out with In Another Castle, like the Mario thing. I mean, that's a pretty good one.
Your
They haven't found your princess because she's in a different castle.
Oh,
that's a pretty good one. But some sad ones. Nobody Wants Me. My Right Hand.
Oh, my
like
love life in 3 words. My right hand.
Yeah. So
that is sick.
Yeah, and some people didn't really get it, so they said eat, sleep, repeat. I guess that's just their life in 3 words.
Yeah.
So what about you? Can you think of anything off the top of your head? Your love life in 3 words.
Slippery when wet.
Whoa.
Def Leppard.
Yeah. I like Def Leppard.
Or hot and ready. Little Caesars.
Little Caesars pizza.
Yeah. Hold on, I got 1,000 of these.
That's mine. Little Caesars pizza.
Yeah, I got 1,000,000 of these. What else we got?
Oh man, good.
I'm loving it. Yeah.
Campbell soup. We just take food.
Good.
What other food things are there?
The juice is loose. Is that 4?
Where's the beef? Well,
that's
Fisher's.
4. Yeah, those are all really good. Slippery with wet and hot and ready.
Subway's only eat fresh. That doesn't
Eat
make
fresh
sense.
now.
Okay. But
Eat me fresh. That'll work, right? That's a kinky love life.
There you go. So that's a pretty funny one. Really.
If you guys have any ideas, or you guys get any ideas, post them on our Facebook or on our Twitter hashtag. My life in 3 words.
Yeah,
right?
hashtag my love life in 3 words.
Yeah.
And I screenshotted a bunch of them, so I'll post them on the episode thing, so you can find them, and it'll have the Twitter person. So if you'd like their
actually, I'm gonna go and put that on our Twitter right now. Our hashtag.
What is it? Which one are you gonna put?
Hashtag my life in 3 words.
What 3 words are you gonna put? Good, or I'm loving it, or
yeah, one of those.
Okay, just something.
Something like that.
Or yeah. But
tap to see NFL timeline. Nope, sorry timeline.
Okay, so before we go to the next one, let's check out our progress on here. Looks like you're still losing 113 to 147.
Damn it! I need Peyton Manning to go crazy.
And I'm losing 104 to 162. Demarius Thomas. Let's see. It's not letting me go over, so too bad. But a couple more hashtags, and this has to do with kind of a thing we've been talking about a couple episodes now. The Ebola thing. Recently, Obama had appointed a new Ebola czar, a guy to kind of...
What the hell is an Ebola czar?
Well,
that sounds like a fake villain in the video game, the Ebola czar.
Yeah, but essentially it's a person to kind of like coordinate the Ebola stuff to make sure it doesn't spread or something. But he had announced that he appointed a new person to do that.
Ebola czar.
A lot of people didn't like the choice, so they came up with this hashtag better Ebola czar. And so
hashtag better Ebola czar, like somebody who could do the job better.
Yeah, so like their opinion on like who would be a good person. So
Magic Johnson.
Okay.
No?
Well, no, that would be a good
He's got HIV and he's lived forever. That guy got secrets.
What is the South Park episode? Is like money is the cure for...
Yeah, money is the cure for every disease, you guys. Don't get sick like that with that cash.
They inject like liquefied money into their veins to get rid of it. But a couple of the other funnier ones I found was like Dr. Zaius from Planet of the Apes, the Todd from Scrubs, Dr. Evil, 30 Rock. Have you ever watched 30 Rock?
Yeah, 30 Rock. Which one was some of the ones that you just said here?
Oh, Dr.
Doctors-
Zayas. I put a C in there for some reason. I misspelled it on a rundown. But Dr. Zayas, the Todd from Scrubs, Dr. Evil, Dr. Emmett Brown.
The Todd from Scrubs.
Yeah.
I would totally party with that guy.
Oh my gosh.
Dr. Emmett Brown, that guy can travel through time. He knows what's up.
Yeah, and Dr. Spaceman, spelt Spaceman from 30 Rock. He's like this terrible doctor, and he's just really funny in the show. Played by dang it,
I
I
have
can't think.
no
Parnell,
idea.
something Parnell from SNL. But who? So Magic Johnson. Who are some other famous like doctors?
Dr.
Phil.
Kevorkian?
Oh, that'd be a
No?
well, I guess he'd get the job done and just
Yeah,
kill
yeah.
kill everybody that has Ebola.
Or give everybody who wants to die Ebola. No?
Yeah, I guess that'd be a way to violently kill them.
Well, I mean, they want to die.
But let's see, the Doctor from Doctor Who.
The Doctor.
He solved a lot of
I think I
problems.
like the Three Stooges. They think they would do a really good job.
It'd be at least funny to watch.
Well, I mean, that should be like their new episode. If they ever did a new episode, they should do the Ebola Czar episode. Like, they become the Ebola Czar, and they, I don't know exactly what they do, what the Ebola Czar does, but
Well, yeah, they just coordinate.
it'd be cool to see them ruin it, you know?
Well, did you watch that new Three Stooges movie?
No, I saw some of it, but I was kind of worried that I was going to be disappointed.
Yeah, I didn't. I watched a little bit of it. I thought I'd watch it all, but I can't remember really any of it. But
That's not good.
yeah, no, and I never seen really any Three Stooges stuff. Like even the older shows, I've seen clips of
I
stuff.
used to love the old shows, like the Halloween specials in 3D they used to play. Like you go and get you some 3D glasses and you watch that stuff. That is badass.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
We should look
Want
for
to.
a link. There's probably a link to watch one of those, like
I'm sure.
the Halloween special. Since it's about Halloween time, maybe we can post a link to something like that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, we definitely should. I
And
agree.
order some. We need 3D glasses for that though too. Everybody
yeah.
who watches it has to see it in 3D.
Okay.
Can we do 3D streaming? Does that work like that?
Like the old timey 3D with
Yeah,
like the
like
red
the-
and blue.
yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
I think even YouTube.
Yeah, I'm not talking like HD, 3D, like,
Yeah.
they're sitting next to
With the
you and shit.
upconverted.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think so. I like the Three Stooges. That's classic, funny slapstick comedy.
I like this last one on the list there as well.
Honeydew and Beaker.
Yes.
That is from Sesame Street, right? Or no, the
Muppets.
Muppets.
The Muppets.
Yeah, so I put Sesame Street because I didn't research.
Dr.
I just-
Honeydew and Beaker. I like Beaker.
Beep, beep.
Meep. Yeah, dude.
Um,
He should, by himself, I'm sure he could do a great job. Doogie Howser, another one on here.
Yeah.
Bono.
Bono.
He's in everything.
Yeah.
That dude is in everything. I mean, Doogie Howser, I think, would be a really good one.
Yeah.
hmm
And that's the ones I found. Clippy from Microsoft Office.
Anybody on here that you think might be a better Ebola czar?
I don't know. The reason why this is kind of out is the guy, Ron Klain, has no background in like
In Ebola or
in health,
czardom
like,
or anything?
like in health stuff. So he
Is
doesn't.
he a czar?
No,
No?
I mean
Okay.
that's just that he's like the director of Ebola stuff.
I thought
But
he
they,
was, like, Russian
but they
Ebola czar
like
style.
nickname is this, like whatever czar. That's kind of what they
Ebola
call
captain.
call those people. But I don't know. Someone that has like
Corporal Ebola.
like experience in
Like,
health.
well, okay. I was gonna say experiencing like Ebola. You
Like an
know?
like
maybe the doctor
well, yeah.
who survived it.
Or the doctor that
What?
saved them, or the person
Maybe
that actually
both of them.
Yeah.
We got Honeydew and Beaker. They could be
Co-czars?
Honeydew and Beaker,
the Ebola co-czars. They
Yeah.
co-czar together.
like co-hosts,
Ebola.
like kind of like us.
Yeah. Except one's obviously better than the other.
All right, Jimmy. You gotta flatter me like that all the time. I love it when you do that.
just hashtag Team Jimmy
Uh oh.
for the people.
Heck no. Hashtag Team Patrick. F that.
Whoa. And the other.
You guys are on my team.
But the other hashtag we did was pretty funny. I mean, we'll kind of talk about this more. Hashtag and now I have Ebola.
The what? No, I'm trying to see your phone. You're in the way of the camera.
We got Izzy. We have a person.
We have a hidden guest here today.
Yeah.
Say hi, Iz.
Hi, Iz.
That's Izzy, you guys. He's the one I'm hoping to beat in my fantasy football league tonight.
Which might happen.
I really hope
Damn
so. Emmanuel Sanders got a touchdown right off the bat.
And Peyton Manning has 2 touchdowns. hate
I hope
Peyton
he
Manning.
breaks the record by like
Who?
5 today.
Who made this? Oh, Welker. Welker, right? The
Mhm.
second one.
But he has San Francisco defense, and
I got
it
1
took
point.
away all his points because,
They
They've already
did.
allowed like more than.
well, you have 2 points right now.
Yeah, as long as I don't go negative on defense, man. I didn't want to pick up another defense because that means I have to drop somebody that I'm really not ready to drop at this point.
Drop your defense.
I can't because they're good, and they just happen to be going against a great offense.
We
If
should've
Sanders
just not
just
played
stays at where he's at and Peyton Manning gets...
I need Sanders. Emmanuel Sanders, you're my man.
Whoa.
Hashtag Emmanuel Sanders is my
While you're
man.
watching
Team Emmanuel.
He's back on the field.
Kind of watching too.
I'm trying to.
Hopefully Peyton Manning comes up with Ebola and...
Wow.
Shut the heck up.
Okay, sorry.
Wow, terrible.
Hashtag now I have Ebola. What's something you can do that would make you have Ebola?
Make out with a person who has it.
Okay, Izzy, do you know what?
I don't know. Is that how you can catch it? I guess, right?
Well, let's listen to these.
Yes.
What's some of the first ones we have? She said, let's go back to our place. Yada, yada, yada. Now I have Ebola.
Yeah. I unplugged my iPad at 99% charged, and now I have Ebola.
I watch Fox News and now I have Ebola. That one makes sense because I believe you can catch it from watching that. That's one of the mysterious ways you can actually catch Ebola.
True, so watch CBS.
Yeah. Kens 5 online.
Kens 5 online.
Kens5.com.
That's right, baby.
I agreed to Apple's terms and conditions without reading them. and
That is a good one
now I
because
have
nobody
Ebola.
reads that
Damn.
shit.
Who
For real.
reads that stuff?
Do you read it?
I read like the first 3 words and then I'm like, okay, I accept.
I agree too, right? And then you like click.
I'm sure this is gonna go
This
fine.
is fine. This is
Apple wouldn't
fine.
screw me over this bad, you know?
Jeez.
And then you have like an $800 bill on your next bill.
Let's see. Tore the tag. I tore the tag. You're not supposed to remove off my mattress, and now I have Ebola.
Man, you know what? I don't remember if I've ever torn the tag off a mattress. Usually, like they have like that mattress tag that's like iron-on or something like that. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah. Well, I've had mattresses that have had that tag, and I think I've actually read it. It's once you own the mattress,
And
you
so
can do
you're allowed
whatever.
to tear
But
it
it's
off.
like
and it won't give you Ebola, you guys.
that we know of. We know what
Not
Ebola's
yet.
ours.
I'm not an Ebola czar. I nominate Izzy for Ebola czar.
Dr. Izzy.
Oh, Ebola, why you...
No, the leader of the Ebola.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Well, not like the leader of the Ebola, but like the leader of
Ah,
the
yeah.
people that
You
are
can summon
trying.
like Aquaman for Ebola. He's just
I
summoned
dub
Ebola.
No, don't dub me, dub
You
him.
sneeze on your head,
Dub
and then
him.
you can dub him.
Dub him.
Run the ball!
Don't run the ball. Peyton Manning's breaking the record tonight,
Yeah, he's
man.
running the ball.
Anybody but Thomas, Demarius Thomas.
Come on.
I don't
There's
know.
so much you
Sanders,
need left.
30 points, Peyton Manning can do that.
34.
Peyton Manning can do that, you guys. That's why he's my man crush Mondays usually.
But speaking of football,
If we win tonight, I'm going to have 2 man crush Mondays tomorrow. Peyton
Interception.
Manning, Emmanuel Sanders.
interception. Good.
I hope so, yeah.
Speaking of football, I recorded a football game without express written consent of the NFL.
Oh, that shit will do it to you, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder if the NFL has that kind of power over people yet.
I mean, I'm sure they've had people killed.
Get him. Yes. He
Drop
dropped the ball.
You
Woo!
Let's see, yeah, it's
One more time, just drop the ball.
That was Demarius Thomas, though, wasn't it? Or was
Second
that
quarter.
Julian Thomas?
I don't know.
Julius.
I wore white after Labor Day, and now I have Ebola, because you're not supposed to wear white after
Why
Labor
is
Day.
that? Is that what is
I-
that?
If
it's
you're
like
wearing
a-
white underwear, no one can see it. Is that fun?
That's, well, I mean, as long as it's white and not like an old pair of like dingy brown, yellowish underwear, you know what I mean?
What if they used to be white?
Yeah, if they used to be white, go buy you some new ones and make sure they're not white. But I think it's because of like the end of the summertime.
Uh-huh.
You're moving into like fall season, fall colors. I used to work in retail, so this is why I'm kind of into that. Well, not into that, but I've
So
heard it a
it's
lot
just
there.
for fashion.
For fashion, yeah. You wear white during like the spring
You
and
catch
maybe
it.
in the summer, and then like towards the end of the summer you flop it over,
No.
and you wear like the dark colors for like
Challenge
fall and
it.
winter.
Yeah. Well, I don't wear white pretty much ever.
Emmanuel Sanders.
Flag it. There's a flag on the play.
Let's see. I listened to a One Direction song and now I have
Who
Ebola.
the fuck is One Direction, and why are they giving people Ebola through their music?
They're just one of those stereotypical boy bands.
You got those posters up in your house, still is?
The shirtless ones?
Yeah, One Direction.
Yes.
Except they're called Every Direction because he likes to party.
Whoa.
Whoa, I don't know what that even means.
Let's see. And a couple. I mean, obviously this is kind of making. It's taking it very light, not serious.
People got pissed, and now I have
Yeah.
Ebola.
Yeah.
And
So.
now they have Ebola.
Yeah. So this and now I have Ebola trending topic is disgusting and not funny.
Well, I
How do
guess,
you feel about that?
maybe it's a little too soon.
It is. I mean, it's
like
literally.
they're doing this while it's happening?
currently. I don't know. I mean, if we really took it like as it is, it's scary. I mean, it's
very scary.
It's a contagious
It's
virus.
as close to the zombie apocalypse as we gotten so far.
Well, I don't know. I'd be better if it was the zombie apocalypse, because at least there's a cure to being a zombie. I mean, you just kill them.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, I mean, you can kill people with Ebola, but that's not cool.
Yeah, I know.
You
Well,
want to have to try to help them at least.
Yeah, there's possible cures to help. I don't know. I don't know.
Would you kill people with Ebola, Izzy, like zombies?
Not on purpose.
Not on purpose.
On accident.
Hashtag.
On
I
accident.
played Patrick
Killed you on-
Cepeda in
no.
fantasy football and got Ebola.
Oh, F you.
But I don't know. It's
You can go to our Twitter and post it, except I will punch you for putting my name.
Izzy. Are you on Team Jimmy or Team Patrick?
Team Patrick.
I'm neutral.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
that's Team Jimmy, right?
No,
Got
that's
it.
team
Yes.
both of us. He
My
likes
middle
tag
name's
team
neutral.
duels.
Whoa.
He likes two at once, Jimmy.
I'm Jimmy Neutral.
I'm Patrick Awesome.
See what you did there.
But yeah, I don't know.
It is a bit too soon to be poking fun like some of this stuff, but I mean, some of this is really good. I mean, I unplugged my iPad at 99% now I have Ebola. The Fox News one, the Apple conditions.
Like, even if it's rude and like not too politically correct, I like smart, witty stuff. If you can come
If
up
you
with a
got
witty
something
joke,
funny, I'll laugh.
yeah. If it's funny, I'll laugh. Even if the topic is kind of offensive, I'll maybe not laugh out loud, but I mean, in my mind, I'll be
Internally
like,
laugh.
yeah, I'll chuckle
Maybe
to
we should
myself.
trend that on Twitter. Things that make you laugh on the inside.
Yeah, things you don't. Yeah, we'll have to
Word
condense that.
writer,
Yeah,
yeah.
We'll think of
I
something.
think that just used like 140
Yeah.
characters.
Hashtag things that are funny but are written, or things that are funny about topics that are not funny. That I
still
don't
make you laugh.
that I
you
don't want to
wanna-
laugh outside because I don't want people to think that I'm a
Is
jerk.
that 2 feet in?
On
Yes.
depends if that first foot was if you had it in.
Is that a first down?
Challenge it.
First and
Nope.
10?
Can no longer use coach's challenge. So.
How many challenges is there? Well, what about a boot review?
But speaking of too soon for this stuff, a TV series on Ebola is already in the
That
works.
shit's gotta happen. I'm surprised like CSI Miami hasn't done it yet.
I mean, it is. It's all. I mean, too soon. I think.
I mean, it's all over the news. It's not too soon. We already published,
It's happening right now.
Yeah,
What's gonna
we-
be how are they gonna end it? I mean, they'll just.
where they make it mutate to create actual zombies and then they kill them. You're combining two things that people are into, Ebola and zombies.
Mhm.
And that'll
But
be
it's
cool.
it's Ridley Scott, so he's a serious.
The dude from Aliens?
Or not Ridley Scott.
The chick from
what did I
Aliens?
say? Who did I?
Ripley from Aliens?
Maybe not Ridley Scott. Someone who did like I don't remember, but I don't like that. People making fun of it is different than people trying to profit off of it. I think.
I think that's weird that you're okay with people making fun of it, but not that might be in a TV show.
Yeah, I mean you gotta laugh.
Well, I mean, think
keep
about it,
from
like
crying,
those
man.
CSIs, all those like 24 shows, they use like, shit that's happening now.
Like
It's-
real
Yeah.
stuff. Well, not like worldwide tragedies. I mean,
Not
at least
tragedies.
not like during the fact. I'm sure they've talked about like 9/11 and stuff, but still,
Yeah.
they not like during it.
Well, 9/11 wasn't that long.
Like
you know
in
what I
between
mean?
the towers, like going
Well,
down,
I'm
they
sure
didn't
they're-
write
yeah.
a script.
I don't even want
That's
to
like
say that there was like trending on Twitter that towers are going down, but I lost my dropped my peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
yeah,
That would have been
gosh.
awful. That would have been awful.
Yeah, and I mean, and it's
So what
kind of
makes
like
that wrong, but the Ebola hashtag stuff right? Because I mean, could you imagine like you're in New York and you're running from this cloud of smoke coming from the first attack, or when the buildings started collapsing.
Mm-hmm.
You're running away from that. For some weird reason, you check your phone on Twitter and there's like the towers are falling. I just dropped my sandwich. FML.
Yeah, so I don't know. Because I sometimes make bad like
I always
Good-
laugh at bad jokes.
good jokes, but I mean,
At shitty expense.
like yeah, not politically correct all the time. Which
Well, it's like me during the newscast. They have this like weird looking person, and it's like a really sad story. But I've been bullshitting with all of you guys, so I'm turning around like, look at this guy, and then Bill's like, oh, he has cancer, and I'm like, oh, my bad.
yeah, so I don't know. It's one of those things. Like we gotta make light of the situation because otherwise it's scary and sad. So that's kind of my philosophy on that. But when people try to make money off of the tragedy, unless they're putting 100% of the profits towards research for the cure or something like that, which they're not going to do, obviously.
Well, I mean, they got to keep some because they're the ones who put this out there for, you know, everybody to be able to make the money for the research and to make shit known. I mean, I can understand them keeping a cut of it, but yeah, I guess I agree that if they donated most to, you know, half, most of it, whatever, you know, I guess I can agree
Just
with that.
some research.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just don't know if that's going to happen. Update, let's see what's going on.
There's a flag down. He looked like he threw a touchdown to this
You're
guy.
119 to 147, and I'm 104 to 164. So Demaryius Thomas needs to stop making points because I have two running backs that are
Look
still
at this
playing
right
running.
here. He was there, man. He was
Guys
there.
running.
Oh, he could have had it. That would have been his second touchdown tonight, and that would have been.
Who's that, Sanders?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
my little man.
That's fine. I don't care about that guy.
I care a lot.
Colonel Sanders.
Emmanuel Sanders, give me a touchdown, baby.
All right, so let's see what time is it? It is 8:41. Okay, yeah,
Looks
so
like
we
we
got
got
some
some
time. Next thing. Let's see what are we going to? Batman versus Superman. There was a leak recently regarding a plot point, and it's possible. I mean, if the person who leaked this is to be believed, Jenna Malone might be playing a female Robin. What do you think?
That?
Jenna Malone, what was she in? She was, can't think of anything. We're looking up real quick.
Is she hot?
Yeah. I mean,
Here, I'll look it up.
maybe not traditional.
Don't leave that alone. I'm gonna look it up.
Oh, that's recording on it.
Okay, but still, I just don't have anything streaming at the moment.
Her. What was she in? She was in Hunger Games, the recent Hunger Games. She was in,
I can't hold your hand there. Hold up. Jenna Malone, huh? I mean, she looks like a kid.
yeah, I mean, she looks young. I don't know how old she is.
So what's the deal with this girl? Mrs. Malone.
She's a good actress. But what do you feel about a female Robin?
No.
No? Why not? Wasn't there a female Robin? She's 29. Wasn't there?
That's cool.
Yeah, wasn't there a?
Maybe I should Facebook her.
Sure. Go ahead.
Hashtag
Wasn't
not
there
a
a female? She was in Donnie Darko. She was the love interest in
yeah,
Donnie
yeah.
Darko. Sucker Punch, Hunger Games.
Sucker Punch, was she the chick in Sucker Punch?
She was not the main chick. She was just one of the other chicks.
That chick is great.
Um,
I would
Emily-
totally date the chick from
Emily
Sucker
Browning?
Punch.
yeah,
Yes.
that was a good movie.
If you're watching right now, if you're listening right now, Mrs. Sucker Punch.
And we are fairly sure that you are.
Hashtag Patrick, Team Patrick. I will send you pics.
Oh wait, we just got a message. She's Team Jimmy. All right.
No, she's not.
Yep. But yeah, I don't know.
I think Peyton Manning broke the record.
Yeah, they look like they're happy. They should just stop playing.
They should just give him 5 more touchdowns.
No.
They should get like the bonus, like in fantasy football,
Well,
after you break the record that
bench-
Brett Favre's hold.
bench Thomas, Demaryius Thomas, and go ahead, do whatever y'all want. That's
Yeah. I'm with it.
Do that right now. But
I don't have Demaryius Thomas.
I
just threw a touchdown.
My opponent does. What?
To Demaryius Thomas, he threw a touchdown.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To
he did.
Demaryius
he did.
Thomas.
He just broke
He's
the
got to
record.
throw it to Emmanuel Sanders, my man.
And you need 20 more points to tie me.
Throw it to my man Emmanuel Sanders.
Oh, wait. He just lost another point, too, though, so.
Because my defense.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking defense. So yeah,
So
Jesse,
you're-
how do you
so
feel
you're-
about a female Robin before you go?
Batman and Robin. There's a female Robin.
I don't know, it's kind of weird.
Well,
That's very weird.
sexist. I'm surrounded by sexist.
Maybe they
people.
should make take Ben Affleck
There
out
goes.
and put her in as Batman.
Yeah,
I'm with that.
and have two Batmans.
No, have just her because
And have Ben Affleck as Robin.
no, don't
You-
have Ben Affleck
You
at all.
just don't like Ben Affleck. Why don't you like
The only
Ben
thing
Affleck?
I liked him it was like Mallrats, all the Kevin Smith movies. That's where I like him. Other than that,
Good Will Hunting?
I see him
Speaking
as
of
that
movies.
guy, and that's it.
I saw
You know what I
Fury
mean?
today.
What?
I saw Fury today.
How was Fury?
It was actually pretty good.
I am off tomorrow. I might go see it tomorrow.
It's like the ending is...
Are you gonna spoil it for me?
No.
Spoil it.
It was
The
all
ending?
a dream. Thanks.
Spoil it.
The ending is...
We're all really female Robins.
It's like, I don't know how to explain it, like...
good.
you're like, okay, like, you don't see the ending coming.
Okay,
But,
twisted.
but then you think to yourself, like, how did I not see this coming?
They end up in the ocean on a boat,
It's about World War
and they were
II.
all just taking peyote.
Is it World War II? I'm not sure.
You watched the movie.
I think, yeah, actually it is.
Okay. Because they're fighting Germans.
Yeah.
Didn't we fight Germans in the
The
first World War?
Nazis.
Yeah, I think so as well.
He was calling them,
But there was tanks and stuff. Did they have tanks in the First World War? Like maybe a proto tank?
Probably.
he was calling them like
U-boat.
scouts or something.
Who?
The whole time in the movie. It's like, you gotta kill scouts.
Why?
Scouts or skunks or something like that.
Scots?
Scots.
Was it
No.
Scottish?
We're against the Scottish.
Scout. Skunks.
I like Scottish. I think I am
I
Scottish.
forgot what you
I'm
said.
part Scottish.
Ah.
Wow, you watched the
It's a
movie.
pretty cool movie though.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
You slept through the whole thing.
Did you have your shirt on the whole
I slept
time?
for like 5 minutes.
Wow.
Shirtless?
Of course. Is there any other way to sleep?
That's the only way to do it.
Yeah, so I
Oh.
might see that. I forgot that movie's out. I'm gonna go watch that.
Go,
Right now.
go.
But
No, wait, hold the ball as long as you can.
let's see. What's the score?
So Jenna Malone playing a Robin. I think she should be Batman. Get Ben Affleck off the movie. Make Aquaman her sidekick.
I just want to win.
I don't see why you're hating on him.
I don't hate him. I
it's-
like him. I just wish he would have stayed doing all those other stupid movies instead of becoming a serious actor.
Well, no,
Plus, and Batman
he's
isn't.
really good. Gone Girl was really
Oh,
good.
man. So was
The Town.
what was that other movie
Good
that
Will Hunting.
no, not Good Will Hunting.
You don't like Good Will Hunting?
The one about Israel or something like that.
Oh, Argo. He was
they
good in
said-
Argo.
I never saw either of those because I hate him. But well, I don't hate him. I don't know, man. I see the dude that's on the Kevin Smith movies when I see him. I don't believe him as
That-
a serious actor.
I see him as a serious actor. Wow. But
Actor.
you know what I mean.
I
But
know what you mean.
whoa. But he's a serious actor. But I do agree on you that it will be hard to separate, to not see him.
Yeah.
But that's fine. I can't judge a movie on its cast because
He should just only do Kevin Smith movies. They should let Kevin Smith do the Batman movie.
Who played the Joker? I agree. I think
Keith Richards. Heath Miller. Heath Miller's the tight end for the Pittsburgh Steelers, isn't he?
Heath Ledger.
Ledger, there you go. I knew it was something like that. Keith Ledger.
Everybody hated that casting. Well, I mean, a lot of people hated
That
that
was a
casting.
badass Joker. I haven't even seen that movie though.
You
Honestly.
haven't seen the second Batman? I think I have. No, I don't. I think I have it. I'll let you
Yeah, I haven't
I'll
seen
get
it,
you.
but
get it to you. You need to. It's really good. And the same thing. It was a weird casting. I mean, Heath Ledger. He was like,
who was the Batman in that one?
what's his name? Can't think of his name. Guy who played Psycho. Who's that guy? American Psycho. He was in The Prestige. He was not Wolverine. He was the other
You're not
guy.
even helping this. You're like
didn't-
getting farther and farther away from. I don't have any idea.
Man, what was his name? Gosh, Bateman? No,
Jason
not,
Bateman?
Not Jason Bateman. Dang it, I don't know.
We'll look it up later.
We'll look it up. But people didn't like that casting, and then it all just depends on the movie. If the movie's good, then I don't see it being a problem.
I
And
guess
same
so.
thing
I
thing
guess
with
so.
Robin being a female. I mean, we've never had a good Robin on film before.
But I mean, if you just don't want him to be like his love interest for the whole thing is like this female Robin.
Well,
Because it's more like you want to see him as his sidekick. It's like
it'll be more like a father figure thing, right? Because
no, I'm pretty sure he ends up banging Robin if they're gonna make this chick a Robin. Watch. I'm sure this is the only reason he did the movies because they told him he'd get to bang. What's her name?
Jenna Malone.
Jenna Malone as Robin.
Well, I don't care about that either. That's not.
You don't go around banging your sidekicks, bro. That's like a fucking rule.
Oh, that movie Super. If you haven't seen Super either, you need to watch better movies, man.
I do watch great
You
movies.
watch,
I love Mystery Man.
You watch older movies too much.
What?
You
Those
need
are
to
the
watch-
best ones.
Well, I guess Super isn't that new either, but it's
New
it's
movies
fairly new.
aren't that great.
Somewhere.
Okay, some of them. are.
Um,
What about, speaking of movies, what about
Oh, yeah.
this list you have here? I'm
So-
looking through it right now, and
so Warner Brothers announced their schedule, the DC movie schedule for at least the superhero
the
stuff.
first and fourth one I don't want to watch is Ben Stiller's in it. No, not Ben Stiller, Ben Affleck.
Ben Stiller would be an awesome Batman.
The blue steel look the whole time?
But they planned it out all the way to 2020.
The Green Lantern, is that a reboot or is that the sequel?
I don't know. It doesn't have any
Who was
information.
I
Ryan
like that
Reynolds.
one.
That was a bad one.
I liked that movie.
That was. I mean, it's like everybody like universally held as like a bad movie. No one likes it.
Well, the same thing with the Incredible Hulk, but I don't like that one.
The new one, or the first
Like
one.
the first two, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I like both. Well,
I think the Incredible Hulk and the Avengers movie is the best I've ever seen them on film.
I agree.
Besides, like the Lou Ferrigno.
I was about to say
Incredible Hulk.
you
That
like that.
is my man.
That is still beyond my comprehension how that's good.
Dude, you had to have, like lived through
I-
that time.
I agree-
because
I
they
agree with
didn't
that.
have like
They-
machines that could make big green monsters. You had to find somebody who looked like a monster, and that's
I
Lou
don't know.
Ferrigno.
I don't know. I don't know how you can look back at that. I mean, unless it's nostalgia. And
Well, I mean, it's all the above, but it's just awesome, dude.
I-
I mean, it is ridiculous now. You see it, and then, like you see him like jump a little bit, and it makes it look like he like jumped all far or whatever. But I mean, camera shots, camera tricks, not CGI. You know.
I don't know. I can't see how anyone can. I mean, unless it's nostalgia.
It is nostalgia as well.
I'd say
I'm not
that's
gonna doubt that.
the prevalent.
I'm not
thing.
going to doubt that, but I really did think that was a really cool show, man.
At the time, I didn't live through it. I've never seen any
And
of
I
it.
think he
so-
had a different name. It wasn't Bruce Banner. I think he
Yeah.
might have had a different name.
It was
right?
David Banner. We talked about this
David Banner.
in a previous podcast.
Yeah, that's what I was talking with somebody about. I knew it.
Me,
Like, something about
David
it.
Banner, and y'all
I
didn't
remember.
believe. You didn't believe me, and I had to look it up.
What
But let's see. What am I?
Who is Gal Gadot?
Gal Gadot. She's
Oh.
There's been a picture of her. We've talked about it. She's fine. I think as Wonder Woman.
She's fine, huh?
Yeah. The Flash. We're actually gonna see a Flash movie. That'd be
A
pretty
movie?
pretty
Not the
interesting.
show. I want to see the show as well.
I think they're on episode 2.
My brother said that show was. He saw a part of it. He said it was pretty cool.
Yes. So that's pretty good. And let's see. So Aquaman. Let's see.
Dude,
Aquaman.
that is my boy, Aquaman. I love me some Aquaman.
How's the shot on that? Is it good?
You guys
You
look
see both of us?
great.
Good. Because I was worried about that. Because there's no.
Dude, I love
viewfinder.
Aquaman. I love the Flash.
Yeah. Shazam.
Shazam. I love. Is it the dude with the
Oh.
red costume and the yellow thunderbolt?
Oh yeah.
Lightning
yeah,
bolt?
yeah, yeah.
I drew a
And
picture of him when I was
Is there
like,
is there a Flash movie?
It's
coming
at
out.
some point, 2018.
2018.
Oh, okay. I was
So-
like, I've never seen a Flash movie.
Yeah, so that's gonna happen.
Damn it! The
Shazam.
Justice League Part 1's got Ben Affleck in it.
And probably the second one too.
Oh my God, there's two of them.
And Cyborg, and then Green Lantern 2020. Shazam, Black Adam, he's the bad guy in it, is going to be played by The Rock. I think.
Really?
Unless, I mean, that was what it was.
They should make him like the Scorpion King Rock.
Did you catch that? Oh, he
I don't know.
Sweet.
I didn't see it.
Captain Mixed.
Captain.
There is Thomas. I need 60 points from my two guys at this point. I don't think it's going to happen.
I'm getting closer.
But let's see. So yeah, I'm interested. I want to see these movies just because I like superhero movies.
I do too. I'm interested to see the Green Lantern, Shazam, Aquaman, the Flash, pretty much everything, but without Ben Affleck in it.
I don't understand. You need to see Gone Girl. I don't know.
Trent Reznor helped do the soundtrack, so I'm interested in that movie. I
And
really am.
he's a good actor. He's a
Trent Reznor is
good
an
actor.
awesome actor, I bet.
Trent Reznor.
The man can do it all.
But yeah, speaking of movie announcements and leaks and things, there was a couple links to some concept art for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2.
So they're gonna continue the ones they just started now?
Yes, I don't know why it was bad.
Oh man, it's got to be better than. The
Well,
second one's gotta-
I mean,
I like these because this concept
This
art is
concept
awesome.
art, we got
I don't know why these three
Rocksteady,
guys
Bebop, and Krang.
weren't in the first movie. I guess because they had
it
to
was
like
an
introduce
origin,
the Shredder.
origin story.
These
But
three guys made the fucking Ninja Turtles for me.
it looks really. Krang's never been in a movie, right? In the
No.
other movies.
Neither is Bebop and Rocksteady.
Well, yeah, you're right.
They had
I-
Tokar and Razor.
Yeah, that's
the
what it
other
was.
mutants.
Yeah. And I mean, I had action figures of
Me
too.
too.
One of them.
Bebop was my favorite because he was all punk rocked out.
Yeah,
And Rocksteady just looks like he's like a skinhead style military looking
Like,
dude.
yeah.
Punk rocker.
I think. I don't remember which. Maybe I had both.
Yeah, I had both.
But
They may have
Krang.
been my little brother's.
I mean,
toys.
but they look typical. I mean, they look.
They
more,
look awesome.
They look realistic, but they look like they looked in the cartoon.
Dude, they look fucking awesome. Bebop and Rocksteady look great as hell, and Krang looks cooler than like I've ever seen.
Yeah,
him look
Krang looks good because in like the cartoon of Krang, he looked ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean,
He looked like a
iconic.
dummy.
I mean, iconic and things, but just not but this it actually looks good. Like he's like cybernetic and has like the stomach brain controller
Dude, it
thing.
looks fucking awesome.
So that looks pretty cool. So yeah, well, I don't know if we can post the pictures because the website I found these pictures on had them, but then I looked back and they were like censored, like they had like this file has been removed for copyright
Really?
purposes.
So it's a good thing you got them.
So yeah, well, I'm sure you can find them. So I don't know if I'll post them, but if not, you can just look for it.
Google it.
Yeah,
I think it looks cool. I'm excited to see this. I haven't seen the first one yet because you said it wasn't good, but I'm gonna have to go
didn't like
see it.
It wasn't
You didn't like the original Incredible Hulk show, so I mean, come on. I can't take any of your movie criticisms anymore.
But
And you don't like the Green Lantern. Oh my god. And you like the new Batman, Jimmy. What's going on here?
those movies and shows aren't good. That's why I don't like them.
They are good.
No. But
So you don't like a lot of good stuff, but you like some of it. So I'll give you some.
I only like good stuff. You
Not obviously.
You like some bad stuff. And
Bad stuff is good too sometimes. Hell.
no,
Yeah.
bad stuff. Name one bad thing that's actually good.
Not Comic Sans.
Oh, segue. Comic Sans is fine too.
No.
It is childish and stuff, and I mean,
it's hard to take Comic Sans seriously. Is what I feel. About
but the reason why we're bringing this up, I found a story about a person that made a typewriter with Comic Sans on it, and he called it. Does it say exactly?
the
It was
Comic Sans writer.
He called it the sincerity typewriter or something like that because I forgot how he explained it in the video, but he called it that because it's not. You're not trying to say anything with it. I mean, it's just a fun type of thing, and I don't know how he explained it. We'll post the link to the video, but I don't mind. I don't. Hey, come back here. We're
He is not.
for the
back
listeners.
here. You have not seen Jimmy. You
was-
do not see Jimmy any longer.
We're just disappeared.
Yeah, and then you just disappear while doing that.
And it's just cut to you just babbling to yourself.
Just staring at the camera, saying nothing.
For an hour. This is
Yes.
all a figment of your imagination. I don't mind Comic Sans. I don't really mind any font that's legible. I mean, the illegible ones are kind of fine too, but you can't use them.
The two decorative ones that like, you can only use for like wedding invitations.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I feel that.
But you don't like it.
I don't. It's not that I don't like it. I just,
just
can't
don't
take
use
it
it?
seriously. I don't use it. There's like the decorative fonts, like some of the really silly fonts, stuff like that. I really don't mess with that.
Yeah.
I usually stick to like Baskerville or Helvetica or like even Arial on Words,
Yeah.
on Microsoft Word. They use stuff like that. Because like ever since like and I hate to say this. But like when I was in college, taking these art design classes, the one thing they told you is you never want to use a font to communicate what you're trying to say with your work.
Mm-hmm.
You want to try to keep your fonts as kind of neutral as possible. That way your work is pushed to the front, not like the nice decorative little font that you put in the front. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't want it to distract from your work. So I've always kind of felt like that. And with Comic Sans, it's just like a fun kind of, I get it.
I wouldn't say it's distracting.
But it's not something I would use.
Other than the fact that it's Other than the fact that it's Comic Sans and it has that stigma of being.
And then I do like the online jokes about Comic Sans. I totally dig those.
But I don't mind it. I just never use it. I really have no point to use it.
What's the font on your cell phone right now?
Default, whatever the default one is.
Comic Sans.
Yes.
You can say it.
That's fine.
This is a support group.
It's readable. I mean, it's sans. That means it doesn't have any of the flourishes, right?
Yeah,
it's good
there's
on.
no,
It's good on technology and websites and stuff.
I
Right?
actually should be in a lot of trouble for not remembering.
It's sans
Sans
serif.
Sans serif is the ones with just the block cut off ends.
Oh,
the serifs,
sans serif. Yeah.
serifs are the ones with like the Like Baskerville is like
the
one.
flourishes, little
Yeah.
little stuff.
Like all
what
this
is
is
that?
sans serif.
Yeah, because sans serif is better to read on websites because it doesn't have any of like the small little details.
Well, they say that serifs are easier to read. That's why, like, you look at like a lot of newsprint used to use that. Nowadays, for the more modern kind of people, they use a lot of sans serif.
Yeah, yeah. So impact, that's sans serif, right? Because
Yes.
it's blocky, simple letters, and that's what I use for the videos, for the title cards, and stuff like that. Just because I think I didn't really choose it. I think it was like one of the first ones that came up. Like it was a default one. Maybe I used it on a older project and it was just
It
there.
was the first one to pass, yeah.
Yeah. So impact is fine. And it's readable, and I
It's
mean,
like, I think of impact, and I think of memes.
It's me,
I
it's
think
the
of like
meme.
like posters.
it's always funny seeing memes not written in impact. You're like, this is just wrong.
It's just weird.
Something
Yeah,
is wrong.
it's just weird.
But yeah, fonts. I took a couple design classes because, what was it, web design, but it wasn't called web design, something like that. And we talked about font too and things like that. And we watched that Helvetica
Yeah,
documentary.
that's a great movie.
And but Helvetica has like been used like for everything just because it is so neutral, right? That was the main point of
That's
that.
what they use for like the subway systems in New York, in Switzerland, I believe. It's got really popular over there. Because if you go back, it's like a hectic something grotesque is like the name of, like, it's got like a different name other than Helvetica. And it's like
the name of it.
that's where that Helvetica came from, this other font that looks almost like that. They just manipulated it a little bit. But it's a widely used font. It is really neutral.
Yeah, like if you see any font like in anything, it's like readable. It's probably Helvetica. It's like
Yeah,
universally
more
used.
people have seen it than they really notice. You know?
Yeah, it's like the font of the world is
Yeah, yeah.
Helvetica, which I think
Definitely.
it should change to Comic Sans.
Comic Sans is the. Nah, I don't know, man.
College Humor had a video about the
videos,
fonts,
yes.
and Comic Sans was like the superhero that like
Yeah.
saved the day against. And like
That was awful because I've seen other videos like that have like they're always talking about how weird Comic Sans is.
But it was like he was the hero.
He
of
was
it.
the one who saved the day.
And like the person who was like wingding was like circle, circle, square, square, squiggly line, squiggly line.
Wingdings is a badass too.
Yeah, and there was some designer that you talked about. You were talking about in a blog or.
David Carson.
And he did a whole article, like a bland article, and he did it all in wingdings or
He did
something like that.
He was in the early to mid '90s. He was hired on to help design layouts and graphics for the Ray Gun magazine, which was a magazine back then with like had a lot to do with the music at the time. So they did an interview. I don't remember who the interview was with exactly, but he did a 2-page. It was like supposedly the main article for that month, and he did a 2-page spread of it and read the interview and just thought it was the worst interview he'd ever read in his life, and didn't see any point to putting it in there besides the fact they had to. So he put it all in wingdings and printed it up
It's
like
just
that.
2
and put it
pages
up.
of pictures and then wingdings on there.
So I mean, yeah, if you could go and translate it, if you looked at, you could figure out what he was saying, but he said it's not worth your time. You know what I
There's
mean?
no reason to. This is more interesting.
This is more interesting than this
the
interview
actual
was.
article.
And it created a big old, it created a big old thing. It's like, wow, this guy, what is up with it? And it made him famous,
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty funny. Yeah, that's pretty much all we had, and about out of time. So yeah, that's our episode 35. Check out thinkingoutsidethepod.com for all of our episodes. You can listen to them all there, and it will also have all the links to our iTunes and Stitcher, Facebook, and Twitter, and all that. And I also have links to our blog pages. So if you want to read the blogs about designers who rock, is that the series that you're going to be
I
doing?
got the series Designers That Rock. The first one was with the guy we talked about, David Carson. The second one I just posted this last week. It's on James Victoria. He's like a rebel like me, an art rebel. And that's what earlier I was talking about being in design classes, and the first thing this guy tells you is quit all your design school, get out of design school, and just create for you, because that's who he thinks you should be pleasing.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's with all artists. Like the first person you try to pleases yourself and
Well,
like-minded people will just like your stuff.
It goes
anyway.
against everything you learn in design school that says you don't design this for you design this for
For the
clients.
clients, yeah, that's true.
So it's kind of like and he's a teacher as well in New York. He teaches classes on.
I
it,
guess
but-
that backfires for bad designers, though.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean. The thing is like everybody tells you as a designer, you have to learn what the rules are, and
So
then
you
after
can
you
break
learn the rules, yeah, then you go and break.
Yeah,
the rules.
I've heard that too.
And like David Carson, he had no background in design besides like a 2-week course that he took in it. And look at what the hell he did because he was doing what he
Some
wanted
two-word.
to do.
Yeah.
Because he was doing what he liked and what he wanted to do. And they always tell you don't fall in love with your work because your client might hate it, and then
Yeah.
you got to go and rework it, and you're going to be pissed because you're like, this was perfect,
Yeah.
So I mean, it kind of goes against your stuff, but just following his example, I always try to like create some shit that I like and that I think people like, and it usually works.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I agree.
But yeah, Jimmy's blog, I caught you blogging about the football scores the other day last week, or from last week.
Yeah. Was that when I was against you? Or no. That last week was Danny. But at one point, yeah, whatever week that we played, I blogged about you.
Yes.
Made fun
Oh,
of
you
you.
shitting me. I came
500
within 6 points of beating this guy, and I was still under 500.
A win's a win. Might as well be.
No, that's what I said earlier. It doesn't have to be pretty.
Might as well be 1,000 points.
A win is a loss, I thought you said. Is what you said.
No, but yeah, on my blog I do like a weekly sum up of
Movies.
fantasy football, and then
Fantasy football?
every Wednesday I try to do a kind of a short review on all the movies that are coming out that Friday. So what's today? Well, this will be released Monday, so that Wednesday I'll have that release of whatever movies are coming out
Yeah, check out our blogs, Thinking Outside the Pod, /Jimmy, /Patrick,
and
for either one of ours. So we usually
yeah.
got some good stuff up.
Fisher wasn't here. His is /Fisher. He's got one up there about Last of Us. He may do some more. I don't know.
Yeah,
He's
or not.
He's not much of a blogger at this point. Maybe in the future. He's doing games, so I guess it takes longer because he's
Yeah.
actually playing them.
He's actually I wish he was good at games. You know what I mean? Maybe he should do something he's good at.
No, he's fine at games, but it's just.
I always see him watching video games online when I come back from break. I always see him watching video games. Like, what are you doing, playing games? He's like, no, just watching them. And I'm like, how not fun is that to watch? I remember playing
That's
video games with
unfair.
like my friends, and when I have to give up the controller, the only thing I'd want to do is get the controller back in my hand.
That's unfair.
I
saying
didn't
it
want
that
to
way.
sit on the side and watch them play. That's bullshit.
You're watching football.
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing.
No, it is not.
What's
I'm not
different?
sitting here watching you play football. I'm watching the game being played.
Played by professionals,
Yes.
and that's what he's watching. He's watching a match game, and
Yeah,
and
but
his-
I'd rather be outside playing football if we had an opportunity. Or I don't understand how you can sit and watch people play video games. I really don't.
You're not. I mean, you're watching the game.
I don't want to be
mean,
like the
it's-
dude that's standing beside the Pac-Man machine going like, yeah, badass. You know what I mean? I want to be the dude jamming the buttons on the Pac-Man machine.
Well, if it was a really good person playing Pac-Man, you'd maybe watch it.
I guess like
like-
technique and strategy, I get it. I
It's-
just think
it's
that
the
that is the
exact-
weirdest thing. It's
it's-
like,
you're just
what are you
so-
doing, man? You playing video games online? Nope, I'm just watching. I'm like, wow, wow. It's like, I don't know.
It's the same thing. Just because it's not as accepted as watching football, then I think you're
I
wrong
guess
there.
so. Yeah, I mean,
You're just being.
I just think that is weird.
Being a bully.
Who the hell likes to watch other people play video games?
I could say the same thing. Who watches football when they can just go outside and play
I
football
watch football. I would like to go play football. Let's go play some football. Dude.
instead of watching this? You
No,
begged me.
no.
You begged me to.
No, we have
stream
this on for a reason. This is on for a reason. And maybe I'm not getting the connection that you're trying to make. But
They're both games. This very well could be graphics of a Madden game.
I guess so, but
It's the same thing.
this is real life. You know what I mean going on. This isn't a fantasy game
So
world.
so it's still two teams playing against each other.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't agree with what you're saying.
I think
Fisher, I'm sorry. I still love you, brother, but you're just kind of weird sometimes.
I don't know.
I wish you would blog about that. Today I sat and watched people play this video game, and I would eat that up.
we've talked a lot about fantasy football. This thing, it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's not.
It's
This isn't one. This is another 20. I
think
just
he's
think
weird.
that is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Is somebody watching
It's
people play.
not
video
as
games.
universally accepted, but it's the same thing.
I guess so. I guess you got a point. You do got a point there, too.
But yeah, that's our episode. We kind of got off topic on the outro there. But episode 35 is in the book.
In the books. This is it.
Episode
Check out our Twitter, Facebook, Stitcher, iTunes,
Yeah.
our websites, our blogs.
Yeah. So
Send us
let's.
photos of yourselves. We'd like to know who you are.
Yeah.
Post photos of yourselves.
Yeah.
Hashtag Team Patrick everywhere you fucking
No,
go. Write it in all the
Team-
ladies' rooms you all go to.
Team Jimmy.
Write it in the men's rooms too. I don't give a F.
It's better character-wise, so you can write more after it because Jimmy has less letters than Patrick.
Did you say less letters?
Less letters.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jimmy has
Patrick-
less letters.
No.
I'm like, what?
Dang it.
Jimmy has less letters.
Oh no, cops are here.
Oh, we gotta
Okay,
go.
yeah. All right, but yeah, peace out.
For watching our video, guys.
Before you leave, don't forget to rate and subscribe so you'll be informed for all of our future updates.
Make sure you visit our social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, or visit the website, thinkingoutsidethepot.com. All the links will be in the description below.